Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk.
Nearly 10,000 people turning out for Turning Point USA's stop at Auburn University last night, honoring Charlie Kirk and the promise to keep his legacy going.
Life in the public eye is one of the challenges Erika Kirk spoke about in an exclusive interview with Jesse Waters.
Charlie and I were always very big on, and this was a philosophy he lived by, you protect what you love. We live in a world where children don't even have a childhood anymore. You know, why are you posting a photo of your kid so that you can get $50 off a stroller? Like, that does not make sense to me. And our babies are not for anyone else's viewing other than ours in our family. And why would I want AI images of my children out there? Why would I want, and yeah, we get kidnapping threats, we always have. We get death threats, we always have. You're just smart about it. Protect what you love. Protect who you love.
Fox News contributor Brett Cooper joins us now. Brett has 9 million followers across her social media platforms. She's a rock star, went to UCLA and was involved in Turning Point there. So what are your takeaways when you watched that interview last night with Erika?
I'm just so impressed with her and her drive to continue Charlie's legacy. I mean, she has been handed an almost impossible task because Turning Point was Charlie and Charlie was Turning Point. And, you know, there are so many times when he could have taken a step back, he could have phoned it in, and he never did because he knew how important he was to the organization, to the students, to the brand, to, you know, everybody who donated money. And so now she has to take that on. And there's so many young people who are counting on this organization and rely on it, not just for activism, but for community on college campuses. Like, I remember being a student at UCLA and having no support system, no friends, and, you know, going and trying to find organizations like Prager Force and TPUSA to have some kind of community and support, because it's hard when you're a young person.
Especially in California.
Yes, yeah.
Right? I mean, especially at UCLA, and we saw, sadly, the anti-Semitism raging on that campus. Meanwhile, the top issues for voters in this disastrous election for Republicans on Tuesday, even though they were playing on blue turf. New York City, the main one was cost of living. In New Jersey, taxes, followed by the economy. In Virginia, the economy. For young people, won heavily for Democrats. I know these are blue states, but do you think the Republicans can learn from the numbers they lost by this time?
Absolutely. I mean, young people are struggling. I look around at my friends and my peers, and they're not sure if they're ever going to be able to start a family or buy a home. Like, all of that seems very, very out of reach for most young people. And so when you start talking about free things and the economy and affordability, it doesn't really matter who you are or if they actually understand the systems that are behind those promises, because I don't believe that Zohran, for example, will be able to deliver. I'm not sure if he even knows, since he has no experience. But young people hear the word free, they hear affordable, and they are running with it. And so I think Republicans need to lean in on that. We need tangible change for young people. Otherwise, we're going to lose them.
You know, Brett, I didn't see a robust candidate to offer an alternative to that. I mean, everybody always says Donald Trump. Donald Trump is done.
Yeah.
His race is done. He ran his race. He won his race. We need candidates that can speak to that, right?
Yes, oh, absolutely. I mean, Cuomo was a joke in New York City. I would go on social media and see what my peers were interacting with, what, you know, videos I was being served on the algorithm on social media. Like, he was nowhere. It was Zohran and Curtis and his 17 cats. Like, that was all that was going on. And there were no alternatives. And the GOP threw their weight behind Cuomo, who isn't even a great candidate. It just felt incredibly lackluster. And again, going back to Charlie Kirk, he was so incredible about getting people out to vote. He was, you know, finding amazing candidates, mentoring people. And
Brett, what's the difference? Because when we all graduated college, we were broke too.
Yeah.
Everyone in this audience was broke. That's normal. But I never would have voted for a socialist.
No.
What's the difference in your generation?
I think it's the professors and what people are being taught on their college campuses, because it's this complete victimhood mentality of, you know, this is the way the economy is, and you can't work hard to, you know, claw your way out of it. You can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You are oppressed forever. You're never going to be able to buy anything. And when you hear that for years and years, you adopt that mentality.
You know, it's amazing. I think someone's going to have to run on the capitalist platform. It seems to be a given.
Yeah.
They have to talk about capitalism. He said flat out, Zohran Mamdani, I don't like capitalism.
Yeah.
I am not for it. I've never heard that before. I've heard people look at policies and go, this looks socialist. But everything that he embraced, normal candidates run from, and he won.
Guess who ran on capitalism? Donald Trump. He built business after business after business. Half the skyscrapers in New York are because of him.
All right.
Thanks,
Brett.
Brett.
Great to see you.
Thank you, Brett.
Thank you for having
Thank you so
me.
much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.